So interaction styles are patterns of physical and verbal behaviour displayed when interacting with others, linked to underlying inner drives, beliefs, aims and talents. So basically interaction styles is about the external energy you display when you're interacting, how fast or slowly you speak or move, how expressive you are, linked to what's driving your behaviour when you're interacting with others. And this is what makes it a really powerful tool, because if you know what's driving other people's behaviour, you can respond more appropriately to it and you can manage your own behaviour. So these are patterns of behaviour, but they are underpinned by some pairs of preferences or inclinations for behaving in certain ways. So I'm just going to talk about the vertical axis here. That's difference between the responding or the initiating preference. This is related to the role you take in setting the pace and tone of an interaction, of a conversation. So the top two boxes have people who have more introverted preferences or inclinations, which is known as responding in the interaction styles framework. So they tend to think first before they speak. Their energy is more internally focused. They have a more sustained use of time. They speak a little bit more slowly and they move a little bit more slowly. And they tend to respond to the pace and tone set by the people they're interacting with. People who fall into the bottom half of this map, mobilizers and energizers, have the initiating preference. Their energy tends to be more externally focused. So this is similar to extroversion. They tend to think as they're speaking. Their energy is very much out there, then maybe in, and then out there again. And they have a quicker use of time. So they speak quite quickly, they move quite quickly, and they move on from one topic to another quite quickly. So this sometimes means that if you have two people with these two different preferences together, the person with the responding preference will want to spend longer on a topic before moving on. And sometimes the others will have moved on, and the person with the responding preference will come back to it and say, oh, I was just thinking about that, and they'll add something. And this can cause some difficulties and tensions between the two pairs of preferences or the two inclinations. So here are some bullet points just to describe those differences. So on the responding side, as I said, similar to introversion, energy is in first, then out, then maybe in again. They think first, they tend to have a quiet, slower pace. They tend to think first before they speak, quite contained gestures. And they can be pressured by a fast pace. So if you're talking, communicating to somebody who has this preference, you might need to slow down to build rapport with them and match their pace. And sometimes they can be seen by others as withholding. People sometimes think, what are they keeping back? What aren't they telling me? On the other side, people who have the initiating inclination, their energy tends to be out there first, then maybe in and then out there again. So it's similar to extroversion, as I said. They tend to initiate contact, they tend to speak more quickly, move more quickly, have more expressive gestures, and they can get impatient with a slow pace and they want to move on quicker, more quickly. And they can be seen by others as perhaps a bit intrusive, a little bit overpowering sometimes. So that's that first pair of preferences. In a different video, I talk about the second pair, which is directing and informing communication and those differences. Thank you for watching. Bye.